All right, welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Sorry for the delay. Just adjusting a few things as I get started. I'm keeping an eye on the chat this evening. Oh, the go-home show for Impact Wrestling going into Slammiversary this Sunday. Very excited for that. I will be watching and tuning in for that. And I hope you do too. And as I go through this, let me know your picks, or if you watch this after the fact, going into this weekend, when you have time, put your picks in the comments, and we'll check them. And I'm horrible at these. I don't know even why I'm doing them, but I'm very excited for the card. So I'm like, I'll talk about it. I'll do some picks, and I'm doing them live, as in, I'm just, I got them written down here. Nothing's pre-planned, nothing. Just, just picking them as I go. So let's talk about this episode a little bit. It was, I mean, they did a lot of promo work. The promos are great. Don't get me wrong. The promos are awesome. They didn't have everyone at the go-home show, in my opinion, that they should have. I think the promos made up for that a little bit, but having them live in some kind of face-off does mean something, But the buildup has been decent on these, so that doesn't upset me that much. My only worry is that they didn't do enough for Aries versus Moose. And I've been critical of that, not super negative, just critical, just constructive criticism, as in, I don't know. I feel like, and I've said this, so I'm at the risk of repeating myself, I'm going to say it again. I think there's other things on this card that are going to be more exciting than the main event, and I love Aries. Okay. And I think Moose is becoming a great performer. I just don't feel like he's had that build up, like, oh yeah, he's ready to be champ. Like, I have no doubt that he's not ready to perform with Aries, but I don't feel like he's ready to be a top guy. You know what I mean? But I'll get into that more as I do my picks. But overall, solid show. Started out with one of my current favorites in professional wrestling today, the Killer Cross versus Petey Williams. By the way, happy birthday, Killer Cross. It's his birthday. Also want to give a shout out to Mr. Paul Sweat, if you will. It is also his birthday. Fellow podcaster, part of the while the Wrestle Addict was still up and running. If you're not sure who that is, pre-Rant with Ant. Okay. I was a host on there too for a bit. Talking Lucha Underground and stuff. So happy birthday, guys. Absolutely crazy match between Cross and Williams. Williams didn't have a chance. Got in a little offense, not a whole hell of a lot. And Cross just toyed with him at the end and choked him out. Just brutal. I love it. The Doomsday, was it the Doomsday Saito? And I didn't catch the name of the choke. The straight jacket or something like that. I forget what it was, but man, I mean, just looking at the thumbnail on this video, it's like, if that face is coming towards you down the ramp towards the ring, just run. You don't have a chance, because if he looks like that, oh my God, you're in trouble. So, oh my goodness. And the question is Cross going to pop up at Slammiversary? I have a feeling he will. And I'll get to that a little later. Okay. Let's see. We got the Desi Hit Squad versus KM and Falaba. Desi Hit Squad coming off with a win. KM and Falaba having a little too much fun. A little too much fun. You know, playing to the crowd. A lot of times that could be your downfall. You know, spend too much time paying attention to the fans outside of the ring as opposed to business in the ring. So yeah, discipline did pay off this time for the Desi Hit Squad. Oh, let's see. Good promo stuff from LAX. Very excited for. So that's the one redeeming thing of them not being in this last go home episode before the pay-per-view. The promo was good, you know, the promo with Conan talking, and then there was the rebuttal from King. So you know, it's like, you know, coaches talking, you know. So but yeah, I'm very excited for that tag match. That is gonna tear the house down. Eli Drake versus Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's debut on Impact Wrestling got the whole crowd going. And from what it sounds like, a hometown guy. I don't know. That's what it sounded like. The crowd was chanting. Not sure exactly where he's from. I thought he was from the UK. I could be wrong. I know he wrestles a lot in the UK, and I've seen a couple of his matches, and I've seen a couple of his like singing things. Like I saw one of his more famous ones, I think, was a few years ago when Ken Anderson left, well, what was then TNA, and he faced Joe Hendry in the ring. And Joe Hendry came out to some singing, you know, promo thing. And it was funny. It was entertaining. I should go back and watch it. But so yeah, very, very interesting stuff. Joe Hendry coming out with a win in this one. Reversed the gravy train and rolled up Eli for the win. And they did reiterate that Eli Drake re-signed. It's going to be interesting to see for how long. I hope it's for a long time. I love him being a part of Impact Wrestling. I feel like if he jumped ship right now, he would get lost in the mix if he did go to, say, NXT. You know? Because NXT is so, like, ridiculously overloaded right now. It's crazy. So yeah, I hope Eli Drake does stay with Impact for a long time. I have no doubt that he's got another championship run in him sometime, depending on how long he sticks around, because he does have that talent to be a top guy in ring and promo ability. There's no shame in his game. It's good stuff. But yeah, Joe Hendry, very entertaining. Kind of like, you know, I know there's going to be a lot of comparisons to him with, Elias and, oh my God, senile moment, guy that sings, Rusev Day, his, buddy. God. Sometimes the brain just don't work. You know who I'm talking about. The guy with the shades and always introduces Rusev. With the exception of, you know, people saying that this is a copy, which I know there's people out there saying it. because they're trolls. They don't have anything else better to do. Hendry's been doing this for a long time, as far as I know. But great introduction to Impact Wrestling. But yeah, and the victory stroll up the ramp. Very curious. Something's going on between Katarina and Joe Hendry. Grado. Probably going to end up being the odd man out here. Sorry to say. Poor guy. Just unlucky in love, I guess. Just unlucky in love. Let's see. Next, we get a match between Andrew Everett versus Desmond Xavier. Desmond Xavier on my TV 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row. How awesome is that? Lucha Underground debut. And the next night, coming back to Impact Wrestling. Dude is on a roll. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Congratulations to you, Desmond. You're having a hell of a week. Unfortunately, this match did not get underway. Eddie Edwards comes down swinging that Singapore cane stick. And, yeah, so we did not get that match. Instead, we get a frothing, drooling, if you will, snot-blowing, rabid. Speaking of Rabid, CM Punk and his wife are going to be in a remake of Rabid. It's in production in Toronto right now. Anyways, sorry. Squirrel, you know, it's a thing. Eddie Edwards comes down to the ring, swinging a Singapore cane stick, breaks up the match. Oh, attacks the poor ref. I almost left that out. Attacks the poor ref. No one comes, helps the ref. Guess it's ref hunting season. Cuts this just snarling, crazy ass promo. And crazy is, yeah, I can't, no Tommy tonight. He's been a busy boy. He's running all over the place. And he, the caretakers in the chat, good evening to you. Eddie was nuts. Yes, he was. And I like it. I know not everyone's like feeling the vibe with it. Not everyone's digging it. I like it. It's like I said, and like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's been a build up. It's been a slow build from that accidental crack of the sledgehammer to Eddie from Sammy months ago. And it's just been a slow burn up till now. And now he's like this, like I said, crazy, rabid. Hello? Go away. Busy. Anyways. I love my cats. I do, really. Where was I? Oh, yes. Frothing Eddie Edwards. So, yeah, cuts this crazy-ass promo. And then, stands tall over the ref. Ooh, tough guy. You just, killed the ref. No, you're not coming in. I'm busy. Behave yourself. Go get a snack. Go eat. Go take a poop or something. I don't know, whatever cats do. Then we get a debut from, I didn't catch the guy's first name. I wrote down Greg. I thought it was Greg. Online on Twitter, his name is Sam. Would you really? Stop it. Damn cats. Greg Osborne or Sam Osborne versus an even crazier Callahan. I don't know who's crazier this episode, Callahan or Edwards. I think you could almost call it a tie in this one. No, you're not coming in here. Stop it. Come here. this little goofy thing. If he was, I don't think he would have, he would have put up a better fight, because Ozzy's one hell of a hellraiser, even at his age. How old is Ozzy Osbourne? He's really freaking old. What are you doing? Tron. And then they go looking for him. And this kind of like goes on throughout the rest of the episode, which, as long as we're talking about that, let's just talk about it. So they're looking for him. And as they're looking for him, okay, she's behaving herself. As they're all looking for Pentagon, then one by one they disappear. Then Sammy's by himself, and he's all pissed off. And then the brothers meet back up, and they find Sammy underneath the Pentagon mask and attack him, and then realize it's Sammy. It's just crazy. And then Pentagon comes out of nowhere and kicks all their asses. It's great. I've loved the build of this. They had the special effects. I dig it. I like it a lot. So this is one of the best build-ups as far as matches on this card for Sunday, I'd say. We then get a match with Shotzi Blackheart and Tessa versus Allie and Kiera Hogan. So, yeah, and Shotzi Black, this was all taped before Shotzi got injured. And all I could hope is that when Shotzi gets better, whatever she is ailing from, and however long she's going to be out, that she comes back to the Impact Zone ASAP, because she made pardon the pun, but she made a hell of an impact. She really did. And Allie was victorious with Kiera Hogan versus Tessa and Shotzi, because Tessa just left at the end when Shotzi needed her the most. Tessa Blanchard, not a very good tag team partner. Not a very good one. Caretaker says that sucks because she is talented and love the look. Yeah, the look is great. Very you don't see too many really wild looking characters nowadays in wrestling. Most of them are, they have their own badass thing if they go in for that badass thing, but she's really takes it to the next level with the hair and the whole punk punk rock look, I guess. Kind of like a punk rock biker chick. I don't know. Whatever. I dig it. It's wild. Just kind of cute too. But yeah, so Tessa leaves her. Allie pins her. And after she gives her the code breaker. Let's see here. OVE, talked about that. We find out who this infamous woman is in the 007 looking promos lately. Scarlett Bordeaux. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Scarlett Bordeaux is debuting next week. So I'm assuming after the next episode after Slammiversary. So probably not at Slammiversary. Maybe. Well, they're going to do the tapings right after Slammiversary, so I have no doubt that she probably is going to be there. Maybe she'll make an appearance. I doubt she'll have a match, though. But you never know. You never know. But they've got a lot of matches. It's pretty solid card, so we'll see. I haven't seen a lot of Scarlett Bordeaux. I think I've seen like one of her matches. I don't even know if she's ever made an appearance before. I'd have to do a little research. But she is. It's getting warm in here. Behave yourself. Go play. Behave yourself. Go play. Little stinker. So yeah, Scarlett Bordeaux debuting next week. No, come on, go play. Go play. Go. Go on. Always underneath my decks, playing with my chords. What a little brat. Yeah, he did it at the press conference, and they kind of replayed tonight, I think it was. Yeah, during the episode. So, yeah, I mean, there hasn't been, like, any buildup at all other than, the return of Johnny, the return of Ishimori, which is very interesting. And, yeah, no one else was there. So, Rich Swann wasn't even in tonight's episode. But yeah, good promo, good international four-way promo. Dug it. Featured all four guys. Ed is going to steal the show. Promo for the X Division. Seidel. Good stuff from him. Pentagon Attacks, OVE. And then the face-off with Moose. And Aries. Aries sneaking in after his promo on the Tron there, and giving him a low blow, beating him down, and then scurrying away. So yeah, it was. I wish they would have had a little more, not necessarily contact, but just a little more in-ring. How do I say it? I know the classic way to do it is that they don't touch each other at all up until, the main event. And I'm good with that. That's how they did it back in the WWF way a long time ago. They would just, cut promos on each other and, have little, crossing each other's paths in the back room or hallway or something. Stuff like that. So if you're thinking about it old school wise, this was perfect. But it just, I don't know. I would have liked to seen something a little more live than just all the promo work. But I like the promos. The promos have been quality stuff. That's one thing that this company has really done good lately is the promo work. I feel like I missed something. Oh, the Madison Rain promo. Probably the best thing. Caretaker in the chat says, the cat with outside interference. Main event, really not feeling it. I like Moose, but I wish somehow they would get Eli into the mix. I'm waiting for the face turn by Eli. One can hope. Yeah, you never know. I mean, he certainly has the capabilities of doing it, Yeah, I hear you there as far as like not feeling it, and I'm not saying they're not going to have a good match. I have absolutely no doubt that they're going to tear the house down too. Just, hopefully the match will make up for the lack of them being there. Moose said he was, preparing. Oh, okay. That's fine. So not a lot of hate, just, I hear you. Yeah, that promo with Madison Rain. This is like a continuation thing from last week where they got her outside of where they were. And then now she woke up this week she woke up in a funeral home listening to her old entrance music. That was interesting. And I've heard people online lately say, oh, I miss her old entrance music when she was a heel. And that's very interesting too. Maybe she'll come out to her old entrance music this Sunday. That would actually be kind of cool. So then she realizes where she is. She walks up to the casket, opens it up, and she's in there dead. She's staring at herself, and she freaks out, and she falls backwards. She's just sitting in the first few seats there. And the guy comes up behind her, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And then she looks away, and then she looks back, and he's got the kabuki makeup on that Soo Young has. And she runs away. I feel like I'm missing something else, but I think this is how it goes. She goes out in the hallway, trips, falls. They always trip and fall. They always trip and fall. Why do they do that? Women always do that. But in that classic horror film vibe where they always trip and fall, she gets up and there's a little girl there talking to her. Then she gets all evil with the kabuki makeup too and talks crazy. And so then it switches into that scene right there in the hallway almost had a Shining feel to it. Didn't it? Almost felt like the hotel hallway scene just a little bit. That's what that reminded me of. Something classic like that. And then speaking of more classic horror, actually a couple of references here. Then all of a sudden, poof, she's out in the field again, and she's surrounded by Soo Young and the undead brides, and she gets all this blood dumped on her. The classic Carrie scene, very cool. Like just completely driving her to the point of madness. And Caretaker says, "I know my horror. It was pretty cool." Yeah, I dug it. I really dug it. I felt they did it really well. It's got that ounce of supernatural and the music, and just it was shot well. It really was. Similar to a Lucha Underground vibe, but different. And then, the last thing I was going to mention was I saw the post from Impact Wrestling with this segment on Twitter, and the verbiage was the nursery rhyme that they did in Nightmare on Elm Street. 1, 2, Freddy, only it was Soo Young's coming for you, all the way down to whatever. And I was like, oh, wow, they threw in the Freddy reference too. So it felt like Shining. It felt like Carrie. They did the Freddy vibe on social media. I loved it. I loved it. That is going to be a wild one this Sunday. It's going to be really interesting to see how this affects Madison Rayne going into this Sunday. I mean, is she going to kind of turn like Allie got a little rougher, a little more, I don't know, more of an edge to her, or is this going to completely break Madison? I can't wait to see. So that's it for the episode. A lot of good promos, kind of a weird match choice in the final thing. But I mean, you can't put matches from a lot of times you'll see some kind of like, okay, well, these guys are going on Sunday and these guys are going on Sunday, so we'll put them in a tag against each other. At least it was a decent go home. The build up for, I mean, you didn't, this is going to sound horrible, you didn't have to watch this episode to watch Slammiversary, put it that way. Because if all you want to watch is like the promos or the uncut, they stuck it on YouTube. What do they call it? The uncut pre-show. It's probably a half an hour, 45 minutes, and like all these promos put together. That's what I'm guessing. It's usually what it is. So let's do some quick predictions. We got some more people in the chat. We got Duke Togo, Soo Young playing Killer Queen in Madison's head and whispering her name is for some scary shit. Yes. Rosemary's got till the end. I don't know when she's coming back. I know she did some stuff recently. Rosemary was with I can't think of the tag team in Rise. She's like managing in them. Paradise something, I forget. But anyways, I don't know when she is. Hopefully end of the year, early next year. I heard she was pretty banged up. Didn't hear the injury. I've heard a couple different things, but there's a lot of women independent wrestlers that are banged up out there right now. It's a shame. Hope they all get better, because that's what we need. These kick-ass women on the indies kicking ass. All right, so I got them all written down here. I'm deciding live. I don't have anything predetermined. Allie versus Tessa Blanchard. This one kind of came out of nowhere, but I do like this match. It's nice to have, something more than just the Knockouts Championship on there. Get a couple more in there. I don't feel like they're going to add any stipulations to any of these matches. I feel like they're pretty well booked. I would change one thing. I'll get to that in a little bit. Allie versus Tessa Blanchard. Let's go Tessa Blanchard. She needs a win. Because, I mean, she's been kicking ass, but she's also been getting her ass kicked. So I feel like to make a statement, she needs a good win against Allie to really signify her, okay, now I'm on Impact Wrestling. I'm here. Okay. She needs that big first win. Well, not first win. Didn't she beat Kiera Hogan? Her first, that was like a month or two ago. Something like that. And then she lost a few. So like I said, yeah, she needs one. Allie's still very, very popular. She's not going to, it's not going to hurt her. Let's see. Tag Team Championships. Oh, man. This is a tough one. The OGs, Homicide and Hernandez, with the tutelage from King versus LAX and Conan. And this is a 51-50 street fight from what I've heard. Man, we've seen what LAX can do. I'm trying to think who they went against. Oh, it was against OVE, I think. Several months ago when OVE first showed up. And those two had a crazy ass match. And this might even be crazier. This is a tough one. I think the OGs are going to take it. I'm picking the OGs. I mean, and I like Hernandez and I like Homicide. So when they came back, I was actually excited for it. Like Homicide. So when they came back, I was actually excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I love Santina and I love Ortiz. They've been doing a phenomenal job keeping the tag team division alive on Impact Wrestling while they kind of rebranded the company and kind of switched over from something negative to like just keep pushing the positive, with the introduction of OVE and other tag teams. So yeah, OGs are going to take that one. X Division Championship. Seidel, the champ versus Cage. Cage has got to get this one. Cage was undefeated right up to the point where he got that count out. He needs this one. We are going to have a new X Division champ. Love Cage. It's been flipping this company on its head. I love it. House of Hardcore match. Oh, my Lord. Jiminy Christmas. Eddie Edwards versus Tommy Dreamer. Hardcore legend. Oh, man. Tough one here. Tough one. I'm going to pick Dreamer. Can't be a legend. Just can't. Can't. Tesla's going to be a #1 heel on Impact. Yes, absolutely. Duke Togo predicting border toss from Hernandez and the street sweeper from Ortiz. It's Santana off some crazy height. Yeah, probably. Absolutely. Got to get that border toss in there. Cool stuff. Mask versus hair. Now, this is interesting. I mean, this is a pretty easy pick, but this is also interesting because Pentagon's in 2 mask-related matches this year. One about a month from now, whenever Triple Mania is. I believe that's one of the headlining, if not the headlining match, one of the main matches in Triple Mania. It's Phantasma, La Parka, Pentagon, and Psycho Clown. I think it's those 4 guys. Loser loses their match, their mask. So I don't think there's any chance. I mean, Pentagon could lose his he could lose his match in Triple Mania. I don't think he's going to lose his mask here. I really don't think, because that, I mean, it's probably a different point of view from someone, say, like south of the border with a Mexican heritage, where they look at Lucha Libre a little differently than me. I mean, I feel like I know a bunch of them. I'm no expert in Lucha Libre stuff. I've seen 4 seasons so far of Lucha Underground. I know everything. No, I'm kidding. I feel like Pentagon and his mask is like a brand in itself. People know Pentagon. They know that mask. As soon as you see that mask, you know who it is. The Ninja Skeleton. Yes, Pentagon. So, yeah, Pentagon's going to win. Probably going to be one of my favorite matches on the card. Can't wait. One of my favorites, Johnny Mundo. Impact, the returning Impact to the Impact Zone. Oh, not Impact Zone. The company Impact Wrestling. This is not going to be in the Impact Zone. It's going to be in the Rebel, what the hell is it called? The Rebel Entertainment Complex Center. It is completely sold out. That's awesome. Congratulations, Impact Wrestling. I don't know how many people this thing is going to hold. I heard it holds 5,000. Obviously, they have to like set it up different, so we'll see. I have no idea what the attendance is going to be, but I heard it's sold out, so that's awesome. It's nothing negative about that. Heard it's going to have a very unique atmosphere. Swan, Impact, Bone Soldier Ishimori. That's a very interesting thing right there. That there's, and I know I've mentioned that before, but I'm reiterating it. The use of a New Japan gimmick on Impact Wrestling. Very interesting. Bone Soldier Ishimori. And Phoenix to wrap up the 4. I gotta give it to Johnny. And honestly, I don't care who wins this one, but I feel like Johnny has a certain ounce of momentum going into this. The biggest name out of the 4, depending on your opinion, of course. My opinion, it is. Yeah, I agree, Caretaker. Yeah. Shows other than the Impact Zone, better crowds. This crowd in Windsor has been great. No complaints. 0 complaints. Always brought a lot of energy all these last several episodes. Yeah, I'm going to give the win to Johnny Impact. I don't think it's going to happen, but this is how I would win. I'll see the win happening. I think Fatal 4-Way's happening. There's no DQ. Anything can happen. Anybody can come down. Right? I've been wanting the alliance of Killer Cross by the side of Johnny Impact for a long time. It happened in AAA last year. I think seeing it in the Impact Zone would be damn exciting. And it's almost a surefire thing that would definitely help Johnny Impact become Impact champion someday. So I can picture Cross coming down, annihilating all of them except for Johnny and helping him get a win. That's the only big like fantasy booking I'm doing on this whole thing. The rest is just pure, simple predictions. Am I going to get that? Probably not. But if it happens, oh, you're going to hear me talk about it. Let me tell you. Caretaker says would make sense since Cross doesn't have a match. Cross your fingers, folks. Cross your fingers. Hell yeah, Impact Wrestling. Give your boy Cross a birthday present this weekend. Great idea for you. If it happens, I'm going to... Oh, my goodness. Anyways, all right. Not going to get a big head over it. Knockouts title match. Su Yung versus Madison Rayne. I love the build up to this. It's got that supernatural feel. Ever since Su Yung has come in, there's been that supernatural element to it. The undead thing. And her character has been tremendous. You know, I feel like I need to watch more. I don't know how she is on the indies. If she's win to Madison Rayne. And it would complete the road to like her road of return to the company, because you know it was saying that she didn't come back to do this, but then she got dragged into it, you know, and whatever. Not dragged, but you know, your conscience tells you to do something, to go help a friend, rescue a friend. That's how it all got started with Tessa Blanchard rescuing Kiera Hogan and stuff. So yeah, I think Madison Rayne is gonna take the win here, but I don't think she's gonna be champion very long. I have absolutely no doubt someone like Taya or Tessa is gonna take it from her pretty quickly. I could be wrong, but that's just like my feel, you know. Like she's gonna be what's the term I'm looking for? Can't think of it. Not standby. Like John Cena becomes champ, and he's only champ for like a week. Then he loses his championship. There's a term for that, and I can't think of it. Anyways, moving on. The Impact World Title match. Austin Aries, Milwaukee, my boy, versus Moose. That Aries from Milwaukee is champion in Impact Wrestling. And another Milwaukeean just became champ yesterday as well. Congratulations to Tommaso Ciampa. Caretaker going with fellow Wisconsin AA on this one. Caretaker, are you from Wisconsin? If you are, let me know where you're from. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this one. I'm stoked. That's a stacked card. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 matches. Well, cheers to you, Caretaker from Wisconsin. You don't have to tell me where you're from. It's cool. I'm from just outside the Milwaukee. That's why I love the Milwaukee guys. Gotta support them. Gotta support those hardworking Midwest folk. Hey, what the hell's his name? Beer City Bruiser. Watched a lot of matches with him and BCW a lot of years ago. Was very excited when he went to Ring of Honor and started being on television. A land of cheese and serial killers. Tell me about it. Yeah. Friday the 13th is always special to me. Oh, just kidding. Well, if that wasn't creepy. So yeah, solid show this Sunday. Can't wait. We'll probably, we'll see how this Sunday goes. We'll probably go live afterwards and talk about it. They're supposed to do a post show. Don't know like how long that's supposed to be. So the show is from 8 to 11. 7 to 10, I'm assuming my time zone. So yeah, I mean, if it's not too late and I'm feeling decent, I'll do a review right afterwards. So, but yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, which this will be up on rantwithant.com. If you missed any part of this, you can go over there and check it out and leave your picks for who do you think is going to win this Sunday in the comments below. And don't forget, folks, if you're new to the channel, there's plenty more of this where that came from.